Sheesh. Well, I'm not the best at taking measurements, but that'll work. Alright, well, I bought a Porta Potty. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before, but in the bathroom I did have a homemade composting toilet, which I still have and I still plan on keeping, but I wanted to get a Porta Potty and try that out and see how I like it. See if I like this better, if I like the compost toilet better. I love the compost toilet, to be honest with you, but I'm just gonna see how this goes for the rest of summer and into fall. Two reasons really. I just wanted to try it, see how I like it. And another reason is that when I have guests over, for some reason they seem intimidated by the compost toilet. I don't know if they're afraid they're not going to pee in the correct place. It does have a urine diverter. But yeah, so maybe guests will feel a little more comfortable with something like this because it does look like an actual toilet. And this is brand new, so no worries, I'm going to be showing you all kinds of features, but it is clean, I assure you. This one's the 24 liter. You can see that this bottom section, basically from here down, is the black tank. That's where all your waste goes, and that's the section of the toilet that you would empty when it's full. I'm going to put the link from this purchase off of Amazon in the description below. No affiliation, if you're interested in the toilet after I kind of give you a little review of it, you can check it out there. So before I even put this thing to use, I'm just going to go over the things that I do like about it and the features I don't so much like about it. So this right here, you open up and this is where you actually put your fresh water. This here is a pump. I like that it's nice and sturdy. It doesn't seem flimsy at all. So that pumps your water. You just pump from here and it takes water from your fresh tank, shoots it out here, and where's the other one? Here, to flush your toilet, just to give it a rinse after you've used it. I really like that the toilet lid closes and actually snaps closed. Really like that feature. And it's a very big toilet, but I did that for a reason. I want to be able to get at least a week out of it before it needs to be dumped. So I do like that it has a very large holding tank. Another feature that I kind of discovered and didn't know what it was, this is actually a toilet paper area, I guess. So you can see if you have a toilet paper rod, you can stick it right here and actually have a roll right on the rod in that little area. This is a little bit flimsy, but... So the final thing that I really like about this is it has handles. So even after you have the top section removed and you're ready to dump the bottom section, it just makes it so much easier to carry when you can hold a handle on one side. Basically, to use this thing, to open up the black tank underneath, there is this little pull thing here. You open it up and there's a slider in there that opens up and then you can close it when you're done. One of the things that I don't like is that this seems a little bit flimsy. It's just plastic, you push down on it, and sometimes you have to kind of get it in the right spot. yeah, that's one feature that I don't care too much about. Hopefully it lasts, but it seems a little flimsy, just like cheap plastic. We'll see how that goes. Another thing I don't like is somebody slapped this sticker on the inside of the toilet lid. And you can see that it's bubbly and it's hardly, that was me trying to fix it, but I made it worse. I don't really know. It's just directions, I guess. I haven't even read them. So to separate the top part from the bottom part, it's pretty easy. There's just a little button here. You push and it comes apart. Like I said, this is all clean, so no worries there. So this is the bottom section that's going to be holding your black water. This is a spout that you turn when you're dumping it into a toilet. And then of course you have a cap on here that you remove to dump the contents. And then you would open this up, obviously, to spray it out with water and clean it all out. No idea what this thing is. I'll have to look into that. And I really don't know what this thing is for. It seems like a waste of space to me. I don't know if it's to store things in or what, but I'm kind of confused about it. Yeah, not really sure there. No idea. Anyway, that is what the toilet looks like and all of its components. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this thing back together. So you probably saw earlier I was kind of throwing something together here. I just cut a piece of plywood to fit in the wall. Let me show you in the bathroom. So we're in the bathroom. Because I removed the RV toilet, I had to plug the hole that went to the black tank. So this right here, this little, I don't know, it's part of the plug with a wing nut on it. It's not flush with the floor, so I had to have the piece of plywood that I'm going to set the toilet on. I just had to have it above the ground a few inches just to keep it up above this thing here. This, of course, is the water line that ran into the toilet. It does have a plug in it, and I also just wrapped it with some hockey tape just to make sure. But yeah, so then I'll set my plywood in here once I get the feet screwed onto it, and we'll go ahead and put the toilet in. If you're wondering what's up with the bucket of wood chips, that's actually from the compost toilet that was in here. Like I said, I'm taking it out just to put the porta potty in here for the meantime, and I will probably put the compost toilet back in here for the winter. It just might be a little easier that way. Whew, it's real hot out here, let me tell you. Alright, so I just have little offcuts from a board that I got, and I'm just going to use that as the feet for under this piece of plywood, just to kind of set this whole thing above that screw that I said was poking out of the floor, and that'll lift it up enough to yeah, and also give it a nice flat surface for the porta potty. So I've got my porta potty stand built, basically just those little offcut pieces as feet. I'll stick it in the bathroom. Well, here we go. It fits. You can see my measuring isn't the best. Actually, I think I just cut crooked, to be honest with you, but yeah, it fits. We'll go ahead and stick the porta potty right on top of that. And there we go. The new toilet in the bathroom for the next couple months anyway. There's even some room here, I guess, for you to stick some toilet paper rolls, but I'm going to go ahead and fill this up with water. And then it's pretty much ready for use. It's actually at a great height as well because the thing itself is so high from having that large holding tank that the actual level of that toilet is just perfect. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and fill it with water and then it will be good to use. Okay, so I just want to show you guys, I stuck about 2 gallons of water into this thing. I don't know if you can see, but I think it could definitely handle like 2 gallons more of water in there. But for now, I'm just going to put the 2 gallons in, and just to show you how the flushing works, and I have this thing open, so it's going to go directly to the black tank. This is how you would flush the toilet. You see water just pumps out from these two areas here right into the black tank down there. So yeah, let's get this cap back on. Guess I'm all set up for use now. It's been a long time since I've had a toilet other than my compost toilet, so I went and picked up some of this RV toilet treatment. Just in case there were any kinds of smells, I can just dump some of this in there with a little bit of water and hope that that takes care of the problem. Alright, so it's been a week and a half and I am ready to take this thing apart and dump the black tank. I am not going to show you that, but there's enough room in there. Actually, I probably could go longer, but I'm not gonna go any longer. I'm not gonna fill it right up. I'm just gonna take it now and have it dumped. So I just have to take this part off, carry this with me to have it dumped. And yeah, so just to give you a quick idea, with everything closed up, you know, the lid and this bottom part, there are no smells at all. The only time you will get any smells are, of course, if you have this open while you're using it. There might be a little, but no smells at all with everything closed up that I've noticed, so that's great. But I'll cut back in after I have everything all dumped and cleaned and let you know how good or bad it went. Alright, I'm back with the bottom part, you know, all dumped and cleaned out. And my opinion is this. The compost toilet is way cleaner and way easier to dump, in my opinion. I mean, yes, if you have a diverter like I do, you're dumping your pee jug at least once a day, or, you know, maybe you have a second jug so you can put the lid on one when it's full, dump the other one. That's fine. It's not much work to that. You're taking it outside and dumping it next to a tree for the most part. But yeah, so all in all, the dumping experience of this was the worst experience of the whole thing. It just, I mean, it wasn't horrible, but I mean, you're dumping it and then there's smells, it's not pleasant. It's definitely cleaner, in my opinion, to have a composting toilet, but you know, yeah, just a lot more work in general. I mean, you're dumping it and then you're having to rinse it out, dump it again, rinse it out, dump it again, just to make sure it's clean inside. And so it's a lot of work. And you know, if you don't have the best back either, you're lugging this heavy, awkward thing around to dump it. But yeah, that's just, like I said, it's my opinion. What I do like about it is that it's, you know, very similar to a toilet in a lot of ways. Everything's just going in the same area, but it isn't like a toilet in the fact that you don't just flush it and forget it. You know, you flush it and then you have to deal with it a week or a week and a half later, which isn't fun. But anyway, I will continue to use it again for a little while here. But in my opinion, like I said, I would prefer the composting toilet. That's just me. That's not everyone else. Just my opinion. Anyway, hope that gave you a little better idea if you're trying to decide between the two. Yeah, my opinion, like I said, is I am pro compost toilet, but I will use this thing for a little bit longer. I bought it, I'm going to use it, and I'm sure, I think for the most part, guests prefer using something like this because it's more like a toilet, and some people are afraid of the compost toilet because they just don't get it, I guess. But anyway, hope this helped you in any way. Like I said, I'll try to remember to put the link in the description for this particular toilet. Have a good one.